Hi, this is Ann, and today I'm going to give you a review and a tutorial of the PIKETS Toilet Attachment Bidet. And I actually installed this myself, so if I can do it, you can probably do it too. This bidet comes with a dual nozzle for front and rear cleaning, and then also it has a cleaning feature to clean itself. I've had this bidet for a couple of weeks now, and I really like it. To use it, just make sure the flow is off and then push one of the buttons. This one for ladies, which is in the front, or this one is for your backside. This one is clean, so that one is just a self-cleaning feature the bidet has to clean itself, which is pretty awesome. But you wouldn't use this one if you're wanting to use the bidet yourself. And then slowly turn the flow on. So it's very easy to use, and I haven't actually noticed anything that I don't like about it yet, except maybe the instruction manual, which is kind of hard to figure out, and that's why I'm going to show you how to install this one. Now, a couple of things to note. Our toilets have a rigid line, a rigid water supply line to the toilet, and it's a good idea to replace that with a flexible one. And you can find this at just a hardware store. That's where I picked mine up. And this is probably going to be different for every toilet, so it's not included within everything you get with a bidet. Another thing to note is if your water pressure in your house isn't great, like let's say it's a low flow when you turn on your faucet, a bidet is probably not going to work very well. So if you have low water pressure, this might not be the purchase for you. But if your water pressure is just normal, then it will work well. At least it does for me. All right, let's get on to the installation. Okay, so here is everything you get in the package. You also get this instruction manual, which to me is not the most clear thing, honestly, but maybe it's clear for other people. I don't know. Okay, so first I'm going to take this piece and fit it into this other piece. I'll snap it in and then lock it. Then we have this rubber washer. This goes into the T adapter, and the larger part of the washer goes in first. And this is the flexible piece that I bought separately to replace the rigid water supply line, which you might not need to do that if you already have a flexible one. Okay, I'm going to turn off the water to the toilet, and then I'll flush the toilet a couple times. Next, I'll unlock the toilet seat access covers, and then they just pop off. This will probably be a little different for your toilet. Underneath those covers, there will be a place where you can put a Phillips screwdriver. So I'll go ahead and unscrew both screws, and then I'll remove the seat. I'll be replacing this water line, so I put some towels down because when I disconnect that, I'm going to have a little water come out. And I'll be replacing it with this flexible one. So I'll just loosen and unscrew this, and then loosen and unscrew the bottom nut. And then I can remove this. Next, I'll fit the bidet over the holes and put the toilet seat on top. We want the sprayer part of the bidet pretty far back against the back of the stool. So as I'm screwing the seat cover back on, I'm going to open it up a couple times and make sure the bidet is still centered and pretty far back toward the back of the toilet. You might need to unscrew and rescrew a few times to move the attachment around and get it right. Now I'll pop the seat access covers back on and lock them. Next, I'll get my thread tape, and I'm going to put this on any threads where I'm attaching, two things together. So now I'm installing my new flexible supply line that I got at the hardware store and making sure that's good and tight. And now for the T adapter. I'll put some tape on those threads and then attach that to the water line. Next, I'll attach the T adapter to the toilet. And sorry this part isn't showing very well, but here's what it'll look like. Make sure that's pretty tight on there. And then I'll attach the bidet hose that came in the package. I'll add some tape and attach it to the T adapter. The other end of the bidet hose will go on the bottom of the bidet arm, and it just screws on there. I would use tape on that too. And I'll make sure it's good and tight too. Now I'll turn the water back on, and I can hear it filling up the toilet. I'm going to feel around on all the connections just to make sure I don't feel any water or leaks where it might not be tight enough. And everything is good. And now I'll test it. I'll make sure the flow is off. Then I'll click the backside button and then slowly turn the flow on. And it looks like it's working. All right, I hope this video is helpful and will help you to make a buying decision. Thank you.